Well, it probably wasn't easy getting that dressed up, but now the real work begins as they get set to defend their home court. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry. Looking ahead, Brent, how excited are you for the playoffs?
Well, just fired up for the level of competition that steps up tenfold, Kevin. And you know this. We've seen so many great performances come playoff time. Teams are fired up, young guys who are going to get this experience for the first time. But it's the stars that shine in the playoffs, and we are that close.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Nikola Jokic. Ewing is out there with Doncic. Then it's Andrew Wiggins.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Pass to Bledsoe. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key. Rebounded by the Nets. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Doncic, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, guarding Jokic is pretty much a guessing game. He's so unpredictable as a player.
Here is Shakur. To the wing right side. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Pass to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that'll tie this game up.
And the concentration from Jokic, spectacular, just shrugging off that contact.
And here's Porzingis. Jokic defending. Here is Shakur. Down low. Right side, Porzingis over Jokic. Porzingis can't hit. Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And then Ewing with the dunk.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Portland. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
The three for Doncic. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for Portland, number 9. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Jokic. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Clock at 6. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Jokic's dangerous there. Makes him tough to defend when he's knocking down mid-range shots.
Bledsoe taking his time here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Jokic. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with the head coach of the Blazers for a minute. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. We'll try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Ewing with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. And then Ewing with the dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. It's Bledsoe on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Wiggins. No good from Bledsoe. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Doncic. Here's Jokic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For 3, Bledsoe. Stolen. And he makes the... Bucket gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
The Trailblazers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The shot by Shakur, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Pass to Bledsoe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bledsoe's got his second basket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Jokic. Portland grabs the miss.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Shakur. Rush is jacked in for Brooklyn. And he makes both free throws. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw missing. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Bledsoe. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bledsoe's got 8.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Ewing. He's out there with Rush. And it's Huff in at the center. Outside for Bledsoe. From outside the arc. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Ewing. Ewing's got 6 rebounds in the game. The tray. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Bledsoe. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Floats it up for Wiggins. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month.
Over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
A different look now for Portland. Shakur's checked in, and it's Howland in for Alex Caruso. Jokic has checked in for Brooklyn. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Monday and then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Miami Heat.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Shakur. And the shot no good, a bit short. Brooklyn trails by 9. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Rush.
Substitution on the court.
Portland leading by 7. Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. For the 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
There's the pick. To the middle. Back loose. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here is Shakur. Ewing defending. A shot by Shakur, no good.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Pass to Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
They set the pick. Here's Shakur. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Doncic kicks to Jokic. Bledsoe with the rebound. Portland leading by 5. Here is Shakur. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. This past month, he's really set himself apart. First in free throw percentage. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And Brooklyn making a change here. Rush is checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. We have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And it's so hard to take away the three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, DA. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Here's Shakur. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Luka Doncic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Both good from the line that time. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Outside for Bledsoe. It's good from long range. Bledsoe's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To the inside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical too? Wow.
Stolen by Ewing. Pass to Wiggins. 1:36 left in the second quarter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here is Shakur. And another 3 for Portland.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Doncic kicks to Ewing. Back to Doncic for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Ewing for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Ewing's got 9.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Pass to Bledsoe. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, it's so hard to try to defend Joker. You never know what it is that he's going to do. And because of that great vision, he's got great counter.
To the wing on the left. Here's Shakur. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Trailblazers.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You could tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And for Brooklyn, we've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Ewing. Jokic is out there with Wiggins. Bledsoe passes to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. A rebound by the Nets. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Wiggins kicks to Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The 3, Bledsoe, and it's Luka with the rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Wiggins from outside. Good, and it's Ewing with the assist that time.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Off target with his 3.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Jokic sets the screen for Doncic.
Portland foul. Bledsoe. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Here's Ewing. 9 points in the game so far. Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Here's Shakur. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half. He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Pass to Bledsoe. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 4. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. They set the screen. Down low, here's Jokic. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
A look at numbers for Wiggins, how last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
The Trailblazers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Jokic sets the screen for Ewing. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And stolen by Wiggins. There's the lob to the hoop, and Ewing slams it in.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Bledsoe passes to Porzingis. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. For the tie, Brooklyn with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Doncic passes to Jokic. Back to Doncic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes it inside. Here is Shakur. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. 16 points for him.
There's a feel that Porzingis has to the game. The more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
Timeout called, the Nets. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Nets, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
Well, right now for Brooklyn,
They've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Pass to Bledsoe. Shoots over Ewing. No good from Bledsoe.
and that was almost a block, still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Bledsoe outside. And he hits it to tie the game up. Bledsoe's got 16 points.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Jokic sets the screen for Ewing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ewing's got 5 points in the quarter. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Six on the shot clock. Here is Shakur. Shoots over Ewing. It's hauled in by Doncic. Pass to Ewing. And no good. Portland trails by 3. Now here's Bledsoe. Trailblazers moving the ball around. To the paint. Doncic with the steal. Looking to get back on track here. Count it. Good. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Shakur passes to Bledsoe. To the left side wing. Stolen by Ewing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Brooklyn, they had gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Ewing. Portland trails by 6. Here is Shakur. Porzingis with a screen on Ewing. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Ewing. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Pass to Jokic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's deflected. Doncic with the steal. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
For 3, Ewing. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. To the inside. Here's Shakur. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Brooklyn's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Ewing. Nice D from Porzingis.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here is Shakur. Four on the clock. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And he gets the bucket. There's 1:38 left in the third. Here is Shakur. He's got 21.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And here's Ewing. Doncic outside. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Ewing with it. 16 points for him. Off with the layup.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Outside, Ewing. Here's Jokic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
No good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Nets up 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the depth.
Here's Wiggins. Jokic's screen. To the middle. The shot, no good. Deflects the pass. Tries to keep it alive. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Ewing surveying the floor. Pulls it up. Gets a very good look and converts.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And for the Nets.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Clock at 6. Unloads. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brooklyn trails by 5. Up top, Doncic.
Portland foul. Bledsoe. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Trail Blazers on D. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half. And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Here is Shakur. Ewing defending.
Ewing. 2nd personal
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Doncic finds Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
Outside for Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Shakur. Portland again missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Nets. 6-point game. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here is Shakur. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
1st personal foul.
It's going to be on Jokic.
We have the massive height, and then you add the skill. Porzingis, one of the more unique matchups in the NBA.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
The Nets call time. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. Now, coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
Ready to shoot. Porzingis fires.
Doncic passes to Wiggins. That 3 off the mark.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Here is Shakur. Jokic defending. Tries from 10. Good D by Ewing.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Jokic, rebound by the Trailblazers. Here is Shakur. And the shot is good. He's got 32.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Doncic outside. There's the three. The triple. Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Screen by Porzingis inside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Outside, Ewing. No good from outside.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Portland moving the ball over. Bledsoe finds Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Floats one up, and it goes down 2 points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
Doncic passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Here is Shakur. Over Ewing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Free throw good, Shakur. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamara is checked in. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Portland grabs the miss. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Out left of the wing. Here is Shakur. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ewing. A shot by Shakur, no good. Ewing outside. So the Trailblazers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down.